The biggest ick women have for men. I'm curious if you can guess what this one is. And yes, I'm prepared for all the triggered comments.
The standards didn't just go up in 2026, they completely detached from reality. Today, we are looking at a list of modern dating icks that literally contradict themselves within the same sentence. Before we break down why logic has completely left the building, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily deep dives into the harsh truths of modern social dynamics. Let's get right into it.
Here's going to be my cut list for men. Number 1 is going to be if he doesn't go to the gym. It is kind of telling me that you're really just not caring enough about your body to work on it. So that's just going to be a no for me. Number 2 is going to be if he doesn't have a job. One's kind of self-explanatory, just go and get a job. And number 3 is going to be if he does not use Base Body Works. And I find out that he still uses a 3-in-1 when Base Body Works literally exists. What are you doing? Next up is going to be when they have an extremely high ego. Lastly, this one kind of just depends person by person, but when they're always only just making like super weird jokes about like other people or about you and you're just hanging out, it's just weird.
Here's the list of oddly specific icks I have in men. Please don't come for me. Too many emoji. Is that the only way you can express yourself? Especially if they're using like the crying laughing emoji excessively. It's giving serial killer. Periods in text or just like proper punctuation in every single message. You're not writing an email. Baby voices. Love when the TikTok couples do it. If you're talking to me, please don't. Loud chewing. If I can hear you from across the table, that's all I'll be able to hear on that entire date. Mama's boy. There's absolutely a difference between enmeshment and just a regular boy who loves his mom. Boys who grew up around too many boys. I can feel the excessive testosterone, and no, this is bad. Skinny jeans, especially if your whole outfit is tight or the jeans are ripped. It's 2024. The guy having to explain a joke. I don't know why. It's so unattractive, and it just makes it so not funny anymore. Just let it go. Wannabe facial hair, and this is specifically for Asian guys. Most of them can't really grow facial hair, so don't try because it looks like pubes. Yapping more than me. There needs to be a good balance between yapper and yappy in every relationship, and I'm the yapper, so. Okay, I feel like the next few are pretty reasonable. Mansplaining, don't do it. Leg shaking, are you nervous? Bad posture is just so unattractive. This last one might just be a me thing, but if you have the same copy-paste face in every single photo, it's just so funny to me for some reason. Like, why even take photos at that point? I'll Photoshop you in.
One of my big icks with guys, and this is like indisputable, you cannot do this. I'm going drier than the Sahara Desert. You lay down with him and it's like date 1 or 2 and they show you anything from their camera roll. Here's what I mean, okay? If we're sitting here having a conversation about something like a beautiful place in New York City or a pasta dish and you wanna be like, oh my God, I just had that. That's fine. You know what I mean? But if it's like, look how good I looked a year ago, just unprovoked camera roll narcissism. And I think he started to do that. I had to tell him to his face. I was like, listen, this is a feral ick of mine. And if you ever wanna see me again, I'm gonna need to hear your phone lock in the next like 10 seconds.
Why do girls get the ick over everything? I mean, you can hardly even step out of your house without a girl telling you that she got the ick over something that you did. Yesterday, my sister called me, and she's telling me about this new guy that she's been hanging out with. And within 2 minutes of the conversation, she was like, yeah, like, he's been really nice to me, but he's kind of too nice. And he's actually being so nice that it kind of is giving me the ick, and I don't like him anymore. What? I'm like, all right, this guy's too nice. I guess you don't like nice guys. What else is happening? And she goes, oh yeah, another thing that gave me the ick is that he has a broken arm. And then she's like, it's not the fact that he has a broken arm, it's how he got a broken arm. So I'm like, all right, maybe he fell out of a treehouse, maybe he slammed his own arm in the car door, like, maybe it is something stupid. Nope. He got hit by an 18-wheeler. He got hit by a semi-truck, and that gave my sister the ick. What?
The biggest ick women have for men. I'm curious if you can guess what this one is. And yes, I'm prepared for all the triggered comments. My name is Jenna Nicole Williams, and I know what women want, generally speaking. This is a trait that signals a man could not lead a feminine woman. And this makes him incredibly unreliable. This man is driven by emotion, and a lot of the time this person needs instant relief and validation. This is an emotionally reactive man. If you cannot control yourself, other people can control you. And women want a leader. I make videos like this every day. So let me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about.
thought were so hot, and then they like post a story and they're like hitting the mitts and like kickboxing and
He's also probably one of those guys that's like, well, who would protect you if all guys were guys for a day? Protect us from whom?
Seconds. Here we go. Night in or night out?
Night out.
Okay, nice. Biggest ick.
When people have a water bottle in their back pocket. I hate it.
Hang on, where's that? What, in any particular
Just
scene?
like when you've got like a squished up water bottle in your back pocket. That's such an ick.
I just made a list of my insane icks because sometimes there are things that guys do that I just cannot get past at all. Like, these are deal breakers. I thought I would share because also these are just low-key red flags. Number one, never asking about someone else. I don't know what is in the air, but recently I've come across so many narcissists who just don't even think, like it doesn't even cross their mind for them to ask questions about you. Ugh. Try hard energy. If you give me the energy that you just like need everyone to like you, I can't stand it. Immediately no. This one might be a hot take. Loves going out. Listen, sometimes I'm in the mood to go out, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But the people who like make it their personality to love going out, I don't know about you. Skinny jeans. I'm not explaining. Another hot take, calling someone girl best friend. Listen, you can have other friends. They can be girls, but you should be dating your best friend. IMO. Okay, this one's like weirdly specific, but needs to be heard in a group. You know, those are the people where you're hanging out in a group and they just like need to be heard. Like they just need to contribute to every part of the conversation. They think they're just so superior that they need to be heard. I hate it. I hate
One of my icks about you, yeah? Oh, you lot, he brushes his teeth, yeah? But he focuses so much on his tongue. And he'll be making these gagging noises. He'll be brushing his teeth. And then he gets to his tongue and like he's gagging.
Like
and I'm like, what the hell is going on back there? Like, are you okay?
It's because I'm just trying to get to the back of my throat. Hey. Pause. Hey.
I'm going to share with you some friendship icks that I will not be tolerating in 2026. The hot and cold friend. You know, the one that's like, they love you one day, they hate you the next. We're not dealing with that. The alcoholic. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not care if people drink around me. I personally don't drink at all because it makes me feel... If your whole entire personality is just based around drinking, you know, the only events that you ever want to go to is just ones that you can drink at, we're not going to be good friends. The friend that says they didn't do anything to me, it seems kind of weird. It's got like, you know what they did to me. They did me so dirty. It wasn't just some minuscule kind of thing and you're actively hanging out with them and then coming and hanging out with me. It's just, I don't know. Feels kind of weird. Male validated friends. Like, we are not in high school anymore. Your whole entire life at this raw age should not be centered around the opposite sex. And if it is, we're just not going to get along. The last one is friends that do not celebrate me. If my friends are winning, I'm winning too, because I love to see my people winning. I love to see them accomplish their goals and dreams, and something good happens for them, I'm up their ass being like, holy shit, I'm so excited for you. If you can't do that, that is weird ass behavior. Like, why can't you be happy for your friends? That's weird.
Things that men have done that have given me the ick. And let me just say, I get the ick very quickly, so this is very ridiculous, I will say. We were on a date and he thought I wasn't paying attention and he drooled on the table while he was eating. I've had 2 instances where men have complained about the bill. This boy came to see me and I thought it was like this cutesy little, you know, car date, and then he asked me for gas money afterwards. And he only asked me for $3 for gas because he said that's how much money it took him to get there. He kept on saying that he made more money than me, but I'd made more money than him, obviously, because he didn't have a job. But he said that the work he did with his father was more money than I made, even though it wasn't. But okay. He wore a purse. He would ask me for fashion advice, and I just couldn't do it. Look on Pinterest. He wore flared sweatpants. He lied about his height. He called me big money. He wanted me to meet his parents within like a week of us talking.
The biggest ick women have for men.
Women do not like when a guy is a people pleaser. They like when he has boundaries, healthy boundaries, when he respects himself at a significant level, which reflects into those around him respecting him as well, which tells her that she needs to respect him, which correlates to a feeling of safety.
I have the best list on my phone of anything a man has ever done that has given me the ick. Now, I've been single for about a year now and have really taken some time to figure out things that I do and definitely do not like. Was showing this to some of my guy friends the other day and they were like, hey, this is actually gold. You should definitely share this with the world. So here we go. All right, number 1, ordering a steak anything more than medium. To me, that says you're uncultured. It just It does. It says that you have no good taste. I'm a big foodie. I want to go out to eat with someone who really gets food, and that's just how I feel about it. Number 2, never been to a therapist. Everyone needs to go to therapy. I do not care if you were brought up in the best household ever. You need therapy. Everyone does. Everyone has some kind of trauma built up in there. Doesn't go to the dentist at least twice a year. That speaks for itself. If you're going to kiss me, you're going to have a nice clean mouth. And yeah, that's how I feel about it. Let's keep going. No metal credit card. I'm about to get some hate here. I know I'm about to get called superficial, but at the end of the day, I want someone who's financially responsible. And I know that some people are going to argue with me that charging things on a credit card is financially irresponsible. What I think is irresponsible is paying full price for flights and hotels when you could be utilizing points on the same exact money that you could be swiping on. You should be utilizing points. And in order to maximize your points, most of those cards are going to be metal credit cards. So call me superficial. I don't care. Use a metal credit card. I want to hear that thing clink whenever you go to pay the bill at the end of the date. We're getting further down the list. Right here, only uses a debit card. The only reason I put this on here, it's the same thing as before, but I had a guy literally go to pay one time with a debit card that was shredded. It was in pieces, and I was like, is he going to be able to pick up this bill? Is he going to be able to pay for this date he invited me on? That was problematic, and it gave me a little bit of trauma, and so that tells me you're irresponsible in a lot of ways. Next on the list is going to be no curtains. Grow up. No one wants to finally spend the night with you and then get woken up by the sun the next morning, especially if we went out, had a few drinks, had some glasses of wine, and my head hurts. I don't want to be woken up by the sun. Get some freaking curtains. Call your mom, call your sister, tell someone to get you some freaking curtains. Next on the list, let's see here. Navy or plaid sheets. Grow up. Get some white sheets. To me, white means that it's clean. I need to know that it's clean. Now, I will say during the wintertime, whenever I'm spray tanning, will I have gray sheets? Yes, I will. But with that being said, I need to know your sheets are clean. I need to see white sheets. I need to know that no other females have been rolling around in there with their spray tan. I need to know that you wash your sheets. Wash them. That's the reason hotels do it. You don't go into a hotel with some kind of like dark colored sheet. It's just not there. As we continue on, no hand towels. If I get to your house and I need to go wash my hands and I'm walking around with wet hands like this after I go to the bathroom, grow up. Grow up. We need men. We need men with hand towels. Grow up. Get your household items. The next thing on the list, he smokes cigs. That's disgusting. No one does that anymore. It's 2023. I guess people vape. That's still pretty gross too. That's a red flag. Ooh, that's so nasty. Next thing, has a photo of his vehicle on his social media. That's kind of weird. It's like a weird flex. Number one, you come off as douchey if it's too nice of a car. If it's something that's not a nice car, why did you post that? I don't think it's a good look at all whatsoever. Next on the list, sedans, unless it's a luxury vehicle. I need a man who can move my stuff for me. If, I want to go and buy like a piece of furniture somewhere, I need you to be able to go and pick it up. That's a blue job. That's not a pink job. I need you to go pick things up for me. Here we go. We're going to keep rolling. Being in too good of a shape. I want my man looking like he might eat a cookie. I want him to look like he works out. But I want to share a cookie with you. And if I'm having to feel your rock hard abs while I feel like my little bit of squish here, it's going to make me feel self-conscious. Let's go to part 2 on this. This video is getting a little long.
Things that give girls the ick, part 1. When we're in the very beginning, talking stages of our relationship, and you show up to my house unannounced, ick. Prior to showing up to my house unannounced, you send a text saying, "Where are you?" I don't answer. You still show up. Ick. Disclaimer, this does not apply to boyfriends or people that you may have been dating for quite a while that you want to show up. When we don't talk because you did something, obviously you did it, not me. But then you send flowers with a follow-up text asking me if I got the flowers. Ick. When you ask me out on a date and you ask us to split the check. Ick. I'm all about equality, but if you're the one asking me to go on the date and it's not discussed prior that we're splitting the check, I know people get a little frazzled-dazzled about that one, but personally, I don't like it. When you send text after text after text after text with no reply,
ick. And don't get me wrong, I love the consistency. Just don't direct it towards me.
If you think this checklist was wild, you need to see how modern financial expectations are destroying early relationships before they even start. Click on the video on your screen right now to see exactly what happens when entitlement meets an empty wallet. I will see you over there.